Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As we have discussed yesterday the mechanism of photosynthesis, we have seen that photosynthesis is completed in two steps, that is light reaction and dark reaction. This light reaction, it is also called photochemical reaction because this reaction takes place in the presence of light and it takes place in the grana or thylakoids of the chloroplast. And this photochemical reaction, it is completed in many steps, and these steps have been broadly divided into four sub steps or steps. Number first step is that is absorption of light and photo excitation of chlorophyll molecules. Number second step is that is photolysis of water and evaluation of oxygen. Number third step is that is electron transport system or reduction of NADP. And number fourth step is that is photophosphorylation, which involves the cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Now first we will take up the absorption of light and photoexcitation of chlorophyll molecules. As we see that the first step which takes place during photosynthesis, that is absorption of blue and absorption of light in the blue and red regions of the electromagnetic spectrum. And when this take place, when these chlorophyll molecules they absorb this light, it changes it from its lower energy state to higher energy state, and it changes the chlorophyll molecules from lower energy state to higher energy state. Why? What we can see, the chlorophyll molecules they are excited, and we call it as photoexcitation because this excitation takes place due to light. And in this excited state, this chlorophyll molecule is highly unstable, and when light is absorbed by the chlorophyll molecules, these chlorophyll molecules become excited and they become highly unstable. And when they become highly unstable, it gives up some energy in the form of heat and comes to lower excited state, where it can be stable only for several seconds, maximum of several nanoseconds, what we can say nanoseconds, that is 10 to 9 seconds only. In the lower excited state, this chlorophyll molecule has several possible ways for depositing of its energy. For example, it can re-emit photons and thereby return to its ground state. And in this energy, it has several pathways in its excited state. This chlorophyll molecule, it can re-emit this photon and by return to its ground state, that is called fluorescence. And when chlorophyll A molecules after absorbing sunlight, solar light, they re-emit the photons and but thereby return back to the ground state. This re-emitting of photons by the chlorophyll molecules is called fluorescence. Or it can release its energy in the form of heat, and it can release its energy in the form of heat. This is the second pathway. Or it transfers energy to the nearest acceptor, which we call as resonance transfer. Or the fourth way is it emits its electrons. When light is absorbed, it becomes excited, it emits its electrons to nearest electron acceptors or electron acceptor. And when this takes place, a hole is created in this chlorophyll A molecule. Hole is created. And these are the four possible pathways for depositing of the energy which is produced due to the absorption of light and due to the excitation of chlorophyll A molecules. And generally what happens and what we have to study actually, that is the resonance transfer and the emission of the electron to the nearest electron acceptors and the formation of hole. These two processes generally take place and which we have to discuss. When hole is created in the chlorophyll A molecule, in the special chlorophyll A molecule that we call as pigment system second or photosystem second, this hole and this hole also is created in pigment system first that we call as photosystem first, that is in both the chlorophyll molecules which absorb the sunlight. This hole, it must be filled so that this electron transfer will continue takes place. This electron transfer will continue takes place. For this purpose, second process takes place, second step, that is called photolysis of water. Photolysis of water. One of the most important reactants of this photosynthesis, that is water. The pigment system second, whose reaction center is P680, it contains a manganese dependent enzyme, and this pigment system second, whose reaction center is P680, it contains a manganese dependent enzyme complex which is also associated with chlorine, and sometimes it also contains calcium. Mostly manganese chlorine complex it is. It splits water. It splits water with the help of this manganese complex. It splits water utilizing the energy of light, and chlorine molecules also enhance this manganese. We also call it manganese chlorine complex. And to split two molecules of water, it produces 4 protons plus 4 electrons plus oxygen. We have already written down in the heading, that is absorption, this photolysis of water and evolution of oxygen. And when light strikes this water with the help of manganese chlorine complex, it splits into 4 protons, 4 electrons, and 1 oxygen molecule is released. The protons released in this process, they accumulate in the thylakoid membrane or thylakoid lumen, and electrons are passed, and protons which are released here, they are accumulated in the thylakoid lumen, which ultimately help in reducing NADP into NADPH. And the electrons which are released here, they are transferred to pigment system second, PS second, to fill the hole which is created due to the absorption of our photoexcitation of chlorophyll A molecules via tyrosine residue. That is also called as ZAD. Via tyrosine residue, that is also called as the ZAD. And what we can see in a photolysis of water, how this takes place, a small complex of protein is associated with pigment system second, that is called as manganese protein oxidase. 2 molecules of water to form 1 molecule of oxygen, 4 protons and 4 electrons. Calcium and chlorine are also needed in this process. This photolytic activity is linked to the reaction center of pigment system second, that is P680. Each time a photon extrudes an electron from pigment systems P680, that is pigment system second, the positively charged reaction center extracts an electron from the manganese center. In this way, the hole is also filled up and the hole is created. due to the photoexcitation that is filled up by this photolysis of water, and electron transport continues. Electron transport continues. That means the third step, that is electron transport. Electron transport. And when we will see this mechanism of electron transport, we see that we know that all this electron it takes place in the thylakoid, and three thylakoid protein complexes carry out this electron transport. Carry out this electron transport. These are pigment system second, pigment system first, and in the middle of this is, that is cytochrome BF complex. Cytochrome BF complex. Well, we can write down. We also write a cytochrome B6F complex. We have a complex of cytochrome that is known as cytochrome BF complex. That is also a thylakoid protein complex. These three, pigment system second, pigment system first, and the cytochrome BF complex, they carry out this electron transport, which we will discuss it in another video. This is for today. Thank you. Assalam.